On my way back to Northfield from Scioto Downs, horse race great, but I could have followed Brett, I guess, starting into the backstretch, but the problem being with both those colts, Uncle Danny and Supermind, is that they haven't been super consistent, right? And although he raced great last week and ended up getting tossed, and that was my fault, obviously, but raced great, I didn't want to put him in a position where I was overstretching him in a maiden. And it just felt like we were riding the rail. I could see what was going on up front. Obviously, the front end was going to collapse off half and 56 in a piece. I didn't know how good Brett's horse was. Looking behind me, I wasn't really worried too much about Sandy and the other horse way back, but just trying to figure out the best way to go, and I wanted to make sure that my horse had enough pop anyway. My goodness, getting into the last turn, I went out into the middle. It was a blind switch. I said, well, I'm watching Brett circle the field. I'm like, well, Brett's going to win. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's try and salvage second. I said, well, we're back down to the inside. It'll open up. I'll get up through the inside. That just started to jam. We came out of the last turn, and I just wheeled him right across the track from the rail out to the almost 6-wide path coming out of the turn. And as I'm doing all of this, Supermind doesn't lift a snout. Doesn't get excited, doesn't get anxious, doesn't hit himself, doesn't get out of gear. Obviously didn't make a break. He was extremely composed for a young horse. And once I got him to the outside and kicked the plugs, and remember, the last time I had earplugs on him was he was a winner at the Meadows. After that, he just got too warm and we had to wear a full hood on him. It's so that the earplugs you can pull out with the string. You'll see me kick my foot sometimes, pop those earplugs out of their ears. But they can hear a lot more. Plus, it jostles a little bit. It bothers them a little bit, especially the younger horses. And with the speed that he had, we just kept the full hood that did not detach, did not come off. We kept that on him all year. And tonight, we had the earplugs on. The horse was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Really, really happy with how he raced. And yes, Vanessa got a clear shot down the backstretch just to follow Brett. I don't know if I beat him, but I'm very, very close. I don't. He was very good. Now, bit of an odd day today. I got through almost all of the Lexington catalog. Maybe 100 hips left. That would be the conclusion of my initial assessment of all the horses. And really, what allowed it to be a little more expedited was there was a number of horses, and every year we have sires where just, no, I'm good. Thanks anyway. I don't want those. And some of those horses we look for value. Somebody had said to me, a number of people have said to me, what about a first crop sire bucket? Which I thought was cool, but I just don't know what the appeal would be. Those people it would be appealing to. It's appealing to me, and that we shop in, the first crop sire section all the time. It's something I do all the time. How appealing is it to everybody else? I don't know. It goes without saying that we will be buying first crop sires. So you look at Alarage 1, Acurie D, those are new sires. I don't know about Acurie. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think they are. And then obviously Captain Corey's only had 1 year, so although technically he's not a first crop sire, not technically, he's not a first crop sire, he's a younger sire. And then you have some of the more experienced sires that are, have well-documented resumes. And some of those resumes are resumes that don't interest me that much. Now, I'm not going to drop names and say I'm not buying this. There are at least 1 or 2, 3 sires I'm just not buying. I have zero interest in it. So that allowed me to kind of expedite the catalog. Now, having said that, I had 4 hours on Tuesday night. I had last night before I went to bed. I had all afternoon this afternoon. So there's still over 900 horses, almost 1,000 horses. So there's a lot there. I actually started with day 5 because it was just really an extension of the Ohio sale catalog. I wanted to see what else was in Lexington that may interest us jurisdictionally. So I got that done. I got most of the catalog done. I got day 1, 2, 3 done. More than half of day 4. And I already had day 5 done. So there literally is 90 or 100 hips left, and then I'm finished. Now I broke those down into lists, and I'll go through the lists again with Amy. And that will be our our rough draft for Lexington. There are a number of our clients where we just share our lists, kind of, what do you think of this one? What did you think of that one? And we'll do that again after we see the horses in person. But I would like to just quietly put those 90 hips to bed tonight when I get home, or actually, I can't in between races. I'm in race 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to try and get them done before I go to bed tonight. Got to get up tomorrow, drop the kids off at school, and then go directly to the sale. I want to view as many horses as we can tomorrow that interest me. And then we're gonna, I didn't make any reservations anywhere. We're gonna go to dinner and talk about the horses. We have a number of clients already that have emailed me and texted me saying, hey, what time are you at the sale? Where are you gonna be? So you guys know my phone number, right? I won't have my Canadian phone in my pocket. I'll have my US phone in my pocket. So 234-246-8092. That is my cell phone number, my US phone number. If you're at the sale or going to the sale tomorrow or on sale day, and you want to hang out with us, drop me a message. Just say where you at. I'd like to meet up. Happy to interact with all our clients for sure. So that's where I'm going tomorrow. I don't think I have to train anything in the morning. I may have to train a couple of horses before I head to the sale. Uncle Danny may have to train tomorrow. The little pacer. So yeah, I want to go with the little pacer. The little summa cum laude colt. I'm going to go with him. So I may have to train a couple of horses before I go to the sale tomorrow, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But I did want to go over the horses we trained this morning. Now, I trained 3 horses fast today. I galloped Judy's Money. It's very good. She loves to gallop. And the reason being, she's a real competitor. And she knows now. I've galloped her 3, 4, 5 times hard. And she knows she doesn't hit herself on the run. Right? And you may say, well, isn't it counterintuitive to gallop a trotter? Are you teaching them to run? Not really. Right? I might learn French, but I'll always know English. And when it comes to any of those horses, when they go behind the gate, especially when you have the trotting hobbles on them, and when you pull them up, when you're slowing down after the mile, as soon as they slow down to an acceptable speed, they hit the trot, take off on the trot every time. So Judy's Money was sharp today, felt really good galloping. Probably draw blood. Actually, now that I said it out loud, I do want to draw blood on her tomorrow. We did some today, we're going to do some tomorrow. As I said to everybody, we're tightening up everything. So for those of you watching, I know we spend a little bit of money on the vet with some of the horses, and some of the horses a little bit more than I like. But when it comes to right now, especially getting us flattened out of that tailspin we were in last month, I don't want to take my foot off the gas. So when it comes to all the horses, if there's any question of all, if they're 100% going into the race, I want confirmation. So probably draw blood on Judy's Money tomorrow. She galloped well today. And then I had 2 horses in the race bike. I put Diosa della Danza in the race bike. She was awesome. I didn't want to go too much because he's in on Sunday, but I didn't want to like fight with her the whole way. So I just set forth a quarter in like 33 seconds. We get all the half in 105 and 4, up in 3/4 in like 137, 1 mile, 2.5 and 1, 28 and 1 at the end of it. She was awesome. Couldn't blow a match up when she came in. She was feeling good. That's what I wanted to see from her. Now we just have to see what she draws and how many shadows are on the track. That's all we have to worry about when it comes to Diosa. She was very good training today. And Winter Soldier, I trained him without hobbles on today. Now, I don't think you're going to see him race without them. And how do I explain this? So, probably one of the sharpest old horsemen I ever met was a gentleman named Callie Rankin. And Callie was just one of those guys that just could fix anything, right? Excellent blacksmith, but a terrific horseman. Like, if they were giving them out, he would be a black belt. You know, he wasn't too many people wanted to claim or buy horses from Callie. He was a pretty sharp guy. And what he used to do, you'll see us put toe weights on the horses, but they'll lose them sometimes. And what Callie used to do was weld a piece of a shoe inside the shoe in the toe for extra weight. Now, we picked up Winter Soldier. That's what he had on. I hadn't seen them since Callie Rankin made them. Tony Alania's blacksmith obviously does it the same. So I wasn't going to fool around. We raced him his first 2 starts with them. And actually, we went to reset them because they were in decent shape. But anytime you weld like that, you actually weaken the shoe. I looked down, finished up his mount, and he broke the shoe right in half where the weld was. So I trained him in 2.5 or 2.6. I'm like 28 apiece. Not a hobble on him, not a head check on him, just no bridle. He was awesome. So we're probably just going to go to 9/16. I can't speak to why he needed the weight out there, but I haven't seen it. You can tell. You can tell when a horse gets a little pacey. You're like, he needs that weight. I haven't felt him get pacey, or sure, he gets a little choppy. He's never raced on half before. But I've never seen him where he got to a point where I'm like, ooh, that's why he needs that weight. So we're just going to switch to a normal 9/16 trotting shoe with 3 little corks on the toe, or 2 corks of borium, one or the other. It's generally what we do. And I'm sure he'll be fine. He was very, very good today. Very content again in on Sunday. 2.6, 2.7 in the race bike for a horse that's trotting at 54, I thought was pretty fair. The last thing you want to do is just open them up, right? Let them scamper up to about 100% or somewhere near the red line. There's no need of it. He could have trained just as easily in the jog cart at 1.5 miles and had no issues today, but I opted just to go slow in the race bike. He was treated up. He was great. So everybody that I worked hard today has been great up till now. Now, a lot of people noticing that somebody messaged me, said, I know you're late for time, but don't get a speeding ticket. I'm not late for time. Race goes at, scheduled to go at 8:50, which is not 8:50 if you watch Northfield. It'd be somewhere around 9:15 or later. And it says I'm going to get there at 8:39 right now. So you don't have to worry about me being late. I'm not going to get a speeding ticket. Got the cruise on right now. So Supermind was great. The trainers were great this morning. Supermind was great this evening to start off our evening of racing. Now, obviously, the horse I'm watching the closest is also Allure. I don't know why it should be 25-1. If she gets around the track cleanly, another horse has never seen a half that I'm aware of. If she gets around the track cleanly, I trained her the other day, and she was pretty clean. She races well and gets around the track cleanly. I don't foresee there being a huge issue. But now, as I say that, I haven't seen the program page on the race itself. But knowing that field, they usually go around 58. If I can get her spotted anywhere close, 58 won't be a problem. If she trots clean, we had to make some adjustments to her equipment after I trained her. If the adjustments help, she trots cleanly and is close, 58 will be more than attainable, I believe. And Manhattan Money, I mean, it's just where we get away. He's always a grinder, right? Where we get away and what we do with him after we get away there. That's what will tell the story for Manhattan Money. So that's what's on today. Just got a little quick boo with the list. Supermind Race Good, Manhattan Money is racing at 8:56. Plenty early for that. Allure is also in tonight. And then tomorrow we got Delicious Stone, Chicago Hall, both picked to do very well. Delicious Stone drew the outside, or maybe he was given it, I don't know. But 9-5 from post 7. And Chicago Hall is 7-2 from post 7. So 2 7-holes tomorrow. Both have decent shots. And then again on Friday, you may have noted I booked off Neptune, but luckily the driver from last week, Brady Brown, was available. So he will drive Neptune on Friday. I'm going to be at the sale. And I don't even know if I can make it back, but I wanted to do everything I could to make it back for Looks Like Money, and I told Tim if I can make it for Looks Like Money in race 11, surely I can make it for your horse in race 10. So I'm listed on Tim's horse and Looks Like Money in the 10th and 11th. That should be fine. I see Yo Mister is back in to go. He's in the 15,000 class, 9-2, and Raging Hanover 8-1 in the 17.5 class. That's Nalmer's a 2, but not more than 4 at the Meadowlands. And we'll close out our night with our girl, Gorgeous Package. She is 2-1 in the condition claimer at Scioto. So a good day on Friday. Neptune is picked to win. Yo Mister's 9-2. Looks Like Money 2-1. Must be, isn't he? 3-2. Looks Like Money. Raging Hanover's our only long shot, but quite frankly, for a horse who was favorite in this class last week, 8-1, I think is more or less just a reflection on what took place last week. And then Gorgeous Package to finish off the day. On Saturday, it appears we have Woodmere Betcha, Woodmere Bullet, lifting legend, and we're going to finish off our night. What's better than watching She's a Great Lady elimination 9 to 5 morning line on Perfect Thought? That is wonderful to see. Anyway, that's it for now, I guess. Hopefully we have some good luck with Manhattan Money and Allure tomorrow. Drop the kids off. I believe, now that I say it out loud, I have a couple of horses to train, and then I'll head down to the sale to spend the morning, the latter part of the morning into the afternoon, looking at babies for you. A lot of horses to look at. I'll tell you right now, on my very interested list, there's 86 horses. And on my top list, which would have been top whatever, top X, I have 16 horses. So that is actually quite low for us, but I'm sure that Randy and Rob and Steve and a number of other clients that are there are going to have their own lists. We're going to talk about that tomorrow evening and see how that goes. But for right now, I'm going to continue on my way to Northfield Park. It appears I will be there in 47 minutes, which will be plenty early for Manhattan Money. Take care, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful day. It was an absolutely gorgeous day here, straight across the I-71, north and south, here in Ohio. Take care.